friends. Welcome back to Master Your Resilient Mindset Mondays. This is our space to talk real about dementia care, self-care, and everything in between. I'll also be sharing tips and tools from my book, The Caregivers Financial Blueprint, which includes the same strategies to help me and my parents save on household expenses, long-term care, cut down on stress, prepare for tough moments like end-of-life planning, and making sure their home was safe enough for them to age in place with dignity. At the end of the day, it's all about supporting caregivers. My hope is that this time feels less like a lecture and more like us sitting together, having a heart-to-heart. In today's episode, we're talking about something that's often overlooked but essential: the financial blueprint for caregivers. Yes, because caregiving isn't just emotional and physical, it's financial too. From medical bills to time off work, the cost can add up fast. But with the right plan, you can protect your peace and pocketbook. A solid financial plan gives you stability and freedom so you can focus on what truly matters, which is you, your loved one, and both you and your loved one's well-being. So I'm sure you're asking the question, where does a caregiver even start when building their financial blueprint? Well, before I answer that question, I want to make this disclaimer that I'm not a financial planner or advisor. So please talk to your financial advisor or CPA regarding your own personal financial affairs. But on that note, let's get started. The first step I would look into is assessing your finances, meaning list all income sources, salary, side gigs, even assistance programs. Track every expense. That includes housing, healthcare, food, transportation. Then look at debts and your savings. If you don't know where you are, if you don't know where your finances coming from, you don't know where you stand. So once you have a clear picture, it's time to look at financial your short-term and long-term goals financially. Short-term, most important is having an emergency fund. Don't so much focus on paying off debt, but make sure you save up for emergencies that can provide you with a little bit of a cushion. In my case, our mother, we had to take her to the ER on several different occasions. And of course, that can be very, very costly. Fortunately, my parents did have somewhat of a savings where the costs could be covered, as well as VA assistance that kicked in as well. Caregiving comes with all kinds of expenses and surprises. As I mentioned, hospital visits, medications, even missed work days. I can recall the number of times I had to take off work because even the caregivers that were assisting me would call in sick sometime. And sometimes they would come to work anyway sick, but I didn't want them to get my parents sick. So I would send them home and I take off work come to work later. Flexibility is such a big part of being a caregiver that's still in the workforce. And I understand that oftentimes we as caregivers who are still working 9-to-5 jobs may not have that flexibility. But in terms of making sure you're covered health-wise, you want to take advantage of any health coverages that you can get with your, if you're a W-2 employer, if you're self-employed, you want, of course, make sure that you take advantage of any tax credits that you can get, or utilize some tax deductions when you file your taxes for gas mileage, going to doctor's visits, etc. There is no way to plan for everything. Like I mentioned, we never thought that we would take our mother to the ER so many times. But as her condition continued to progress, the more health challenges she incurred. When your finances are in order, it can give you, again, that be a breath of fresh air for those emergencies that can arise. So make sure you check out the book, which includes more tips and advice. You can access it by going to, of course, our website at r2eeenterprise.org, or check the book out on Amazon. You can get the digital version or the printed version. And last but not least, before I go, I want to hear from you. What financial strategies have helped you as a caregiver? Drop them in the comments. I would love to hear your story, and of course, someone else might be inspired as well. This is a village. No one can do this alone. Thank you for joining me. And I want to wish you all a happy wealth and wellness.